Yo, episode 2 of Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. Now, Perez Hilton, he's keeping us up to date as well. And while he's keeping me updated, I'm keeping y'all updated too on what's going on with this lawsuit and this $400 million lawsuit. It's crazy. It's wild. And then we're going to jump into some other topics too that's pretty hot out here as well. But before I get to all of that, I got a public service announcement. Listen, y'all, I am excited and I am thrilled and happy to be partnering with Tej Hanley, big dog. Tej Hanley, big dog. And so go and get your Tej Hanley face products today. So if you are a man and you are one of those guys who love to make sure that your face is on point while you're trying to level up as well, while you're trying to get yourself in shape, level yourself up financially, mentally, spiritually, and you also want to level up your face and make sure that you also remain fresh as always, dog. Especially like me, because I'm always showing my face to y'all, so I gotta make sure I'm on point. So that being said, go and get your Tej Hanley today. Go and get the full set. The link is pinned in the comments right now, right at the top. So go and get yours right now. Ladies, if you got your man, you got your boo, make sure you go ahead and buy him that. And ladies and fellas, don't wait for the ladies to buy it for you. So let's go ahead and get to it, man. I want to dive right into it. Let's get into this. Let's get into this Blake Lively and Justy Baldoni situation, bro. Cause this shit is wild. You hear me? Let's lock in.
These two are keeping me fed. Thank you. Thank you. Perez Hilton here with the very latest in the ongoing, and I can't get enough of it, saga between B-list actress Blake Lively and her co-star, director, and producer in the movie It Ends With Us, Justin Baldoni. I've told you all that earlier this week, Taylor Swift's bestie went to court. Her lawyers argued that there should be a gag order placed on Baldoni and his attorneys. Well, now, Baldoni and his lawyer, who also is my lawyer, does not influence me, has given me no exclusive. Why couldn't he have leaked some footage with me or given it to me? Anyways, Baldoni and his attorney, Brian Friedman, have now filed a response to Blake Lively's gag order request, and they call it an intimidation tactic.
What?
They say it's tactical gamesmanship.
What?
Baldoni's legal team asserts, quote, having publicly made ruinous allegations that the Wayfarer parties, Baldoni and his production company,
right,
can prove are false, the Lively parties, meaning her and her husband, because he's also suing them, now invoke attorney disciplinary rules as an intimidation tactic.
That's crazy.
The Lively parties' desire to force the Wayfarer parties to defend themselves privately against allegations made publicly is not a proper basis for a gag order. It is a tactical gamesmanship, and it is outrageous. Moreover, his attorney asserts that being public and defending himself through the media was necessary because of what Blake Lively and her team did with the New York Times and the fallout that came after that. Remember, they claim that it was cherry-picked and spliced texts and emails. The information shared was not properly fact-checked, and it defamed him. That's why he's in a separate lawsuit suing the New York Times.
That's crazy.
His lawyer argues that Baldoni has been exiled from polite society and suffering damages totaling hundreds of millions of dollars due to Miss Lively's scorched earth media campaign.
That's wild.
Lively's team, however, asserts that his leaking of the unedited footage earlier this week violates various rules relating to professional conduct for lawyers, namely one that prohibits attorneys from making statements outside of court proceedings that could impact the case by biasing potential jurors. However, another attorney of Baldoni's argues there's an exception to the rule that permits statements necessary to protect clients from fallout over negative publicity that they didn't instigate. Seems fair. Right. He did not instigate all of the negative publicity that it came from that New York Times article that she planted.
Right.
She and her team worked with the New York Times on that. His lawyer argues that his legal team has been protecting him from Lively's media campaign against him. And sadly, that's all for right now, but I'm sure that I'll be back shortly with much more. Thoughts on his counter to her request? Seems sensible to me. How about
Yo, that is crazy, bro. For everybody who don't know what's going on with the situation between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni and Ryan Reynolds and all of that. For those of you who don't know and haven't seen that Wolverine and Deadpool movie, a lot of shots were thrown at Justin Baldoni. And it's crazy because I didn't catch it at first, but this lawsuit is very telling. And the fact that I'm learning more and more that Ryan Reynolds has a big part in this situation and has a big part in why he's getting sued in this situation as well, it's crazy, bro. And if they don't get their shit together soon, bro, I'm telling you now, they gonna be in a world of trouble. They gonna have to come up out them pockets, big dog, straight up. And they coming out them pockets. So I want to go ahead before I go ahead and pivot into this other, pretty hot topic right now. I want to say make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It's always appreciated. I'm not asking you for money or anything like that. So of course, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And also just want to let you guys know that I am a part of Tej Hanley's men's facial cleanser. So if you are looking for a dope facial cleanser, keep your face looking good and clean like mine, of course, definitely go and get you a Tej Hanley right now. The description and the link is in the comments right now. So I want to go ahead and go to this next topic, man. And I know a lot of you have been talking about it already, but tonight's conversation, man, here's some shit going on over there. A lot of people giving their perspectives on it, and there's a lot of there's a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit going on. And Keita Rose herself, one of the individuals who end up getting fired from that situation, she's doing the tell-all and she's letting out all the dirt and what's going on. And so we're gonna listen to part 2 of the situation. And yeah, man, and y'all just tell me y'all thoughts. Let me know in the comments as well. And if you aren't following me yet or subscribe to me yet on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to me on YouTube at Courtney_Edgar1. All right, so I want to go ahead and get into it right now. Let's get it.
I work for. I just want to address a few things that have been really pissing me off. Number one, I'm not one of those friends that fall out with a friend and tell their business. These hoes actually never liked me at all. This isn't a hurt people situation. This is a you fucked around.
Hold up. That's a lot of makeup she putting on right now, dog. I just wanted to throw that in there. That's a ton of makeup. God dang.
And now you're gonna find out. A lot of you are saying, this seems a little one-sided, Keita. Right, because I'm the only one talking. So, since your faves get paid to speak on a daily basis, they should have no problem speaking out. Before I close tonight's conversation.
Do y'all, hold on, let me ask the question. Let me ask the chat a question. Do y'all think Keita Rose is funny? Do y'all think Keita Rose is funny? I mean, because according to her, the reason that, she is the one who brings the laughter to, tonight's conversation. She's the comedian, in her words. She isn't necessarily there to be the one who's being, I guess you could say, the one that's all serious and everything. She's the jokey joke, making everything funny type of shit. Always got some funny comedy ass joke to say. Do y'all think she's actually funny? Because to be honest with you, I don't. Not even in the slightest. I think if anything, I get more annoyed when I hear her do this shit and when she talks. It's highly annoying.
And live and uncut.
Look at this shit.
It was tonight's conversation: love, sex, and relationships. The tour. I had never been on tour before. I was content creating and working HR at Kraft Macaroni and Cheese. I was HR there. By the way, since we're doing this, y'all probably shouldn't be eating that shit either, but if they sue me, they're gonna take my son, so I best be shutting that ass up. But I got to meet some really great people. I met the very talented Jay Martinez, the very funny TC Caldwell, the really beautiful and talented K-Love the poet, and Mo Joe Jojo! Look how happy I am. Stupid, stupid girl. This healed, emotionally mature, ready for marriage man. Honestly, this show was a vibe. It was a vibe. It was intimate. It was positive. I had millions of followers. TC had millions of followers, but he lost his page. And when he lost his page, Mojo Jojo said, "You're no longer valuable. Goodbye. Goodbye." This is my best friend, and the reason why I'm in this fucking predicament, she was following Mojo Jojo and couldn't believe he picked me to be on tour. So when Mojo Jojo hired me, he said that we were going to make a lot of money because he had done a lot of shows. This wasn't his first show. This was my first tour, but not his. He used to be on tour with, who's that?
That's Jerry Jackson.
Apparently it started out a card game, but then they moved it to making content and then moved it on the road. I don't know. So one of the products sold on tour that made the tour and made him so lucrative is his card game. But word on the curb, allegedly is this was not his idea. A little birdie told me that the card game was his idea, but he just didn't know how to market it right. Good thing Mojo Jojo is a master marketer. Ooh. Unfortunately, this is going to be the end of part 2. But don't worry, we're going to give you a sneak peek of what's to come in part 3.
That's what I'm telling you. Why so y'all men really don't like getting y'all asses?
Fam, this shit is wild, bro. Hold up. Nah. I can't just I'm sorry, man. I do like to keep things in order, but I gotta kind of go off tangent here a little bit. I gotta see what they talking about. I gotta see what's going on. I gotta go a little deeper, big dog. I gotta go a little deeper. So y'all just rock with me for a second here. Let me figure out what's going on here. Cause I gotta find part 3. Let's see if we can find it. Cause hey yo. Let's see if I can find it. This shit is wild. All right, what's this? That's episode 3. Hold on, where's episode 3 at? Cause she got 3 up already. Where's 3? Where's 3? Let's see. That's episode 1. All right, I guess we can just rock out with those next straight. Let's go.
And pop goes the bad bitch. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on where you are from. Thank you for watching episode 4, season 1 of Who the Fuck Did I Work For? A lot of you don't like that there be smoke in my videos, but I'm unemployed. To everybody that has reached out to me, asked me if my mental is okay, asked me if I'm good, I really do appreciate you. I seen some comments saying like she's playing the victim. She acts like a victim. I'm not a victim. I don't even want to call myself a victim. I trusted a man with taco meat on his face. That man has a taco meat beard. That is the makings of a shiesty fella. Ladies, if your boyfriend has taco meat on his face, he's going to mess you up. Listen to me. I can speak from experience. And that reminds me, a lot of you were saying, well, I wouldn't listen to such and such, or I wouldn't listen to such and such. Listen, it didn't start off a panel. It was first a conversation. So season 1 was me, Rico, Mojo, Jojo. Y'all, let's take a poll, guys. Do you like Mojo, Jojo? Or do you like taco meat beard man? So I know I mentioned in my story on Instagram that he used to say things like, you're not going to be aesthetically pleasing, or are you working on your weight, Keita? And that this is what I look like when I met him. But who was ugly? Also, taco meat on your face. Now, Rico was the first villain. He came in to not only be a
okay. In that instance, if she looked back at herself and seeing how she looked now versus that picture back then, yeah, you look a lot better. You slimmed down a little bit. I mean, yeah. Okay, okay. Let me say this. I'll give it to him. He understands how to get the bag. I'll give it to Ace Metaphor. He understands how to get the bag, and a lot of y'all fail for the shit. A lot of women in particular fell for the shit. You know, y'all was listening to all of his sweet nothings, you know, date him sis, and talking about what a man should be doing and how he should be doing it, and you should be dating multiple men at one time. And guess what? And mind you, let me set the precedent by saying this. He was single. He wasn't married, so whatever he do behind the scenes sexually is on him. Cool, dude. But I think the bigger issue is not necessarily the fact of who he's knocking off. It's not who he's knocking off, but it's not the fact that he's doing things behind the scenes sexually. It's the fact that you fucking around with married women, then you got married women fucking with you, and you're doing everything on the opposite end of what you talk about. That's the main thing. But I will give it to you, Ace. You can get a bag. You know how to get the bag. You know how to panda bear to these women and cater to these women. And just like fools that they are, they, you know what I'm saying, they bite the apple and they get suckered. Now he making all this kind of money on y'all ass, and now y'all looking dumb. So, hey, it is what it is, though.
part of the podcast, but like help direct the podcast. So one day we were shooting, and I guess we all found out that Rico didn't appreciate being talked to a certain way, and also just it was bad. It was explosive. Now Mojo Jojo said in one of his lives that I think that he had hired 100 cast members. There's been so many cast members in and out of his house. That was the guest cast. That wasn't core cast. Core cast stayed the same every freaking day. So we're sitting in his basement and we're all having a conversation about I just don't know what. But Mojo Jojo and Rico get into it back and forth and back and forth. Rico doesn't like how he's being spoken to, so he says something along the lines of, shut up, I'll beat your ass in your own house. Something like that. I don't know. Allegedly, it's not verbatim. And then Mojo Jojo said, use your words. At that moment, I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh. Hit him. Hit him. But he didn't.
Hold
He
up.
acted very...
Ace Metaphor dodged. He said, I'm dodging the bullet. He said, use your words. Oh my God, bro. That's wild. That's
Professionally, we didn't see Rico again. And I think that's when we saw him, I guess, 1 or 2 straggling shows, but Rico didn't need the money. So we didn't see Rico again. But I think that's when I found out that when you do stand up for yourself, I mean, he didn't have to say, but when you do challenge him, you're going to get fired. It's going to be your last day, bud. And sure, I could have quit at that moment. I could have said, oh, you can't challenge him. If you challenge him, it's going to be a problem. But I did not, because I enjoyed the people that I worked with. I was making good money. And I didn't want to quit my job. Would you quit your job if you found out that your boss was a. You know, what's crazy is along the years, a lot of people have been using words like narcissist and diagnosing everyone around them.
Mm.
But when you actually see a narcissist, do you know what to look for? A lot of you think that I'm bullying our friend Kit Kat, but I'm not. I truly believe she's a female narcissist. And no, I'm not a doctor. But I think when you blindly believe and follow whoever, including myself,
Yep.
you don't do victims justice. People that didn't deserve whatever happened to them. So please think about that because these men, and there are a lot of men. There's so it's raining men. So a gentleman reached out and said that he dated Kitty, the, relationship expert. So I'm sure the relationship was healthy and loving and progressive. Well, he said that he was cheating on her, right? Which no woman wants. So I want to be fair and tell all the facts. But the woman just reached out, I guess the girl that he cheated with, and it says Kitty did try to kill him that night. It was because I had butt dialed him. Around that time, he had been messing with both me and her. She found out. Then she got ugly. That girl used to cyber stalk me. She found out where I lived. She used to go live and talk about me and him over her FB and TikTok. It was a whole shit show. So she's saying she butt dialed him, and because of that, Kitty was on the phone. She heard they began to fight. Now that's what you heard in part 3. They began to fight. The car got damaged. Shots went off. She used his own gun to shoot at him, all because of a butt dial. Now, of course, the story is going to get deeper, and I'm invested. Are you?
This winter, raise a glass.
That's weird, bro. It's a lot of drama. It's okay. Let me play devil's advocate here on this situation here, man. There's a lot of BS going on behind the scenes, of course. A lot of people are bitter for sure. But here's one thing that I've always stood on. Unless I'm being done wrong, and when I say I'm being done wrong, like if somebody's trying to put my name through the mud, they're trying to drag my name through smut, right? Put smut on my name. That is the only time where I'm gonna say, you know what, I need to say something. Maybe or maybe not, depending on the situation. But never will I ever, if I'm going through a situation, never will I ever put myself in a position, nor will I put anybody else's business in the street publicly. I'm not going to go out here posting people's DMs and putting people's name out there or putting shit out there, information that I know about other people and telling it to the world. I'm not that kind of person. And so this is where I don't agree with Kita on this situation. Like, you putting a lot of business in the street. I get it. You're hurt. You're upset. You don't know what to do. And so now you're trying to figure out what you're going to do next. So right now you're going to ride the wave while you're going to strike while the iron is hot. While this is a hot topic, this is great for you to talk about it. And this is great for you to blow your following up and continue to keep growing and, pivot into something that can be lucrative for you in your business. Because we already knew that, all y'all were going to be y'all were going to be straight regardless, right? But to sit here and put people's name in just drive their shit through the mud or continue to keep talking about these conversations and having these conversations, it goes to show you why it was so hard, why it is so hard for people to have listened to the conversations from that podcast. Because while everybody's riding on this high moral compass, you're still moving. You're still moving like a sucker. Oh, I'm gonna do a tell. You know what? They want to fire me. I'm gonna do a tell all. I'm gonna tell everything. I'm gonna go out here. I'm gonna put all the information out in the street. I'm putting all y'all business out in the street. You want to talk shit about me? Guess what, bitch? I'm putting your shit out there in the street, and that's sucker shit. That's clown shit, bro. And of course, people like myself and many other individuals, we're gonna talk about the conversation because guess what? It's hot. It's a hot topic right now, and it's something that's engaging. And for content creators such as myself who like to do reactions to videos, hey, you know what? This is a hot topic. Let's talk about it. Let's see what's going on. But in your case, I'm not going to put that information out there in the street, and I don't agree with Keita Rose doing that. I don't agree with her putting all that information out there in the street, regardless of who did her wrong, regardless if she got fired, regardless if she is bitter about the situation. And so I just personally don't agree with it, and I think it's sucker shit straight out the gate, bro. So that's all I got for the tonight's conversation situation, man. I didn't want to spend too much time on it, but I did have to go to the next episode to see if there was any other lingering news that we hadn't already heard about. But a lot of it's pretty much going to be the same thing. Oh, well, this person was doing this, and this person was doing that. This person left because this person was getting talked to a certain way, X, Y, and Z. So, all right, yeah. So we just gonna move on from that. So for those of you who are here and you've been tapping in with me, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It's gonna help the algorithm and continue to keep pushing this content out for those people who like my content. And also as well, be sure to go and get your Tej Henley. Link is in the comments. Definitely don't wait for the ladies to get it for you, man. If you want to stay clean, keep a fresh face, go and get Tej Henley right now. So I want to move on to the next conversation. I want to move on to this next one, and it's been pretty high. I've touched on this before, but it kind of died down. And like I said before, I just wanted to give Buddy time. But good old Bronny James, dog. Good old Bronny James out here. You understand me? Out here balling. And so I want to touch on his highlights. And like I said before, I already knew what type of time he was on. He just had to give himself time. He just had to get his.
Knocking down the triple there.
Watch it. Check it out.
Here's the lob of LeBron James, the beneficiary.
Feeling good, big dog. How you feeling?
See the nice alley-oop right there. Putting him where Bronny loves it and where he can live.
He got some bunnies too.
Father like son, definitely was. But you also now have Kelly, the rim protector, in there behind you.
And James turns over the Jets.
The bucket.
James steps to a three. Bronny James. South Bay within 4.
31 points. Perfect night.
Open man.
31 points.
And Goodwin with the steal. Lakers with numbers the other way. Here's James attacking the runner. Kelly. And the foul.
All they've been asking, you see, Bronny takes the hit right there, but he did not stop his momentum from going to the rim. Great move by the young fella.
Hey, listen.
Taking the hit, knocking it in.
When I tell you, I already peeped it. Give Bronny James time. He gonna come into himself. Now, this is not me saying, oh God, I told you so. But look, if you pay attention, he's slowly coming into himself. He's slowly gathering his footing. He's slowly becoming that beast like we are. For those of us who already knew what he can do, we already seen his person what he can do. He out here dropping 30 pieces out here on people. He out here claiming bodies. You understand me? 6'2". LeBron James Jr.
James are walking into the front court. Lakers down by 2. James down the paint.
Look at that.
Bronny James.
Look at that body. Great body.
Well, how about this dunk, AC?
Yes, we talked about that in the first half. He will go upstairs, folks. He is air traffic control.
Okay, Bronny.
Okay,
I
and
see
yes,
you.
Can you believe what? You
If they can take advantage. Bronny, they leave him space for 3. James nothing but the bottom.
He definitely said it.
That's true.
And they hold on to this lead here as we start this fourth quarter. They get a stop on the defensive end. Here's Bronny. Step back three. Good! Bronny now with 21.
Starting to get the little swag going. You see the separation, step back, and knocks it down.
Oh, yeah.
And lets them know.
Oh, yeah.
15 and a half now for James, looking for more. Flight number 9. Clear for takeoff.
Good anticipation right there by Bronny, and as you said, flight number 9 is definitely going airborne there. But the remix, great execution.
Here's James. He's got 17 here in this second half. Step back three. He got another one.
Look at
Bronny James feeling himself.
Look at now.
These two players.
James, pocket pass, Koloko, swatted away. James gets it in the corner.
Bam, bam,
he heaves a three. He gets another. Bronny James with 5 threes quickly the other way.
Bronny gets the inadvertent, but at the same time, direct pass for a 3.
Lakers here by this crowd. James looking over at Guthrie. Goes to work now with 8 on the shot clock. Pocket pass, Koloko.
Nice drop pass right there. Koloko, I love how he just goes and attacks the rim. No 30-piece, you can feed the whole neighborhood.
That's 30 for James.
Uncles, everybody, bring your plates. You got a career high.
A new career high for Bronny James. He's got 31.
Good shit, Bronny James. That's what I'm talking about, dog. See, that's what I've been saying this entire time, bro. Because a lot of people love to talk way too soon. I told y'all before, and you can go back to the videos where I was talking about it and having these conversations. Bronny James is a baller. He deserves to be in the NBA. Now, of course, I'm going to say that he's still going to have to continue to keep doing what he's doing now. But we've seen what he can do. We've seen that he can be aggressive. He's starting to gain that swagger, that NBA swagger. He's playing more calm. He has all the jitters and shit that he had at the beginning of the season. That shit's out the window now. He balling now. He's found himself catching bodies, booming that thing, playing defense, shooting the ball well. That's what we want to see. And that's what I've been telling y'all. That's what we're going to see. That's why I still said I'm going to give him 3 years. Let him develop. Let him continue to get into his bag. Let him come into himself. Let him continue to come into himself. And look, he's slowly doing it. I'm telling you, bro, y'all better stop playing. Y'all better stop playing. Y'all better pay attention instead of y'all talking so goddamn much and be so ready to shit on the James family's name. Pay attention to what's going on. Just pay attention to what's going on, dog. That's all you got to do. Just pay attention to what's going on. Straight up. You do that, I promise you. I promise you. You'll get further in life. All right, so I want to move on. I want to go ahead and move on. And this is pretty much going to be the bread and butter of the show. The other topics, man, I just wanted to touch on those because there's not too much in depth where you can really go into. And so one of the biggest things is, and probably one of the longest videos is the pop the balloon. Pop the balloon. So for those of you who don't know, the pop the balloon is based out of Arizona. And I know a lot of people have been watching it. And I want to ask y'all, let me ask y'all this before I dive into it. Would you, if you're single right now, truly, Like, be honest with yourself. If you had the opportunity to actually go on the Pop the Balloon show as a single individual, whether you're a man or a woman, would you go? That's one. Would you go? And what would be your true intentions? Would your true intentions be to gain some clout, to get notarized, get some notoriety for a business that you might have, or a podcast that you might be starting up, or YouTube, or are you truly there looking to find love? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. I actually want to hear what y'all got to say about it. And also, if you want to tap in and give your thoughts as well, you can also tap into the link as well. The link is actually in the comments as well. So if you want to jump in, give your thoughts, hey, you're more than welcome to. So just tap in to Courtney_Edgar1 and then click the link and I will buzz you in. So now let's get started with this Pop the Balloon. Let's get started. Pop the Balloon. This is wild. Let me skip ahead. Man, that's
All right. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and bring out our first single lady. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
My name is Ashley.
Ashley, how old are you?
I'm 31.
And what do you do?
Y'all ever notice when y'all look at the Pop the Balloon, have y'all ever noticed something? Every time it's an entire man, it's the men who's in control of the balloon. They never pop the balloon on site. They never pop the balloon on site. But when it's the women in control of the balloons, as soon as Buddy walk, I'm talking about the slightest, it could be the smallest thing, balloons go haywire. They start popping up. Boom, sound like firecrackers going off. Why is that? Somebody tell me, why is that? Why is every time when it's a full panel of men, the balloons never get popped on site, but then when it's a panel full of women, balloons get popped on site? And mind you, a lot of those women pop just because they don't want to be the only one still holding a balloon. They do it because their friends or the other girls did it. They don't do it because they stand on business and it's just like, you know what, I ain't rocking with them. The other girls literally like, nah, I pop my balloon because if she don't want them, I definitely don't want them. Like, what kind of shit is that? It's crazy.
I'm someone who I cannot trust, and so
All right. All right. Maybe I'm being a little mean. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Maybe it is me, bro. But I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. No, she's not gorgeous. Because I look beyond what she wearing right now. I look beyond the lace fronts and the wig that she bought from the hair store, the makeup that she got on, all of that jive. I want to see you at your natural state. Then and only then would I consider you beautiful, straight, or attractive, less attractive, ugly, bull dagger, whatever the case. But I'm not finna judge. Nah, I'm not finna. Oh yeah, but you beautiful though. I'm not finna call it I'm sorry. Just like every man isn't attractive, every woman ain't attractive either, dog. And I don't care if you don't like this. I don't care if you like it. Not every man is fit. Not every woman is fit. There's some fat ass men. There's some fat ass women. And you be like, God damn. Now I get it. There are situations. There are different nuances where people do gain weight because some people have babies, and all that shit's fucked up. I understand that. I get that. I understand that. But I'm talking about if you ain't got nothing going on in your life, nothing has happened to you and nothing traumatic has happened to your body in such a way to make your body get to that point. Yeah, it is what it is, bro. Like, just take that L. Like, you know what? I've been slacking. I need to get back in the gym and I need to stop bullshitting. Simple as that, bro. Like, simple as that. Simple as that. But no, all stop. I need fellas to stop doing this shit on this balloon pop show. Yeah, you beautiful, man. You gorgeous though. No, she not. No, she not. Stop lying.
All right. What do you end up popping hit?
Hold on, buddy, cooking though. Hey, next door is crazy word, bro. Yo, tap into the YouTube, bro. Courtney_Edgar1, bro. Tap into that one. Tap into that one, bro. Show love on that one too. But bruh, buddy is straight wild and dog. But he's making great points. Oh, he's making great points. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I get it. The way that he articulated it, you know, he was saying, hey, look, I ain't finna, I'm not about to argue with you. About to take you to this dark room. You know what I'm saying? About to get this box, about to set you straight. Then afterwards, then we can have the conversation. Let's see what the hell you was talking about, or if what you were talking about was really something serious, or were you just sexually frustrated? Because a lot of times that's what happens. They just sexually frustrated. They just want to vent. They just want to talk. And next thing you know, when you put it on them real quick, they ain't got nothing to say. They done forgot about what they were mad about. They done forgot everything. So I mean, yeah, that makes sense though. So I get where he's coming from, but her mindset, it went straight to the all he's thinking about is sex. He's thinking about sex. No, listen, because I guarantee you, as soon as he mentioned something about sex, her ears turned off. I guarantee you, bro. Soon as he mentioned something about it, I guarantee she tapped out. And that's why she popped this balloon. She didn't hear, and she didn't hear anything.
I feel that you have more of a laid back personality. I think
You
I
know
get a
what be
chance
blowing
to.
my mind, bro? Okay, maybe. I think niggas be lying, bro. Real talk. I think people be lying. I love hiking. I love doing active shit. All right, what are you talking about active? What do you mean active? I need you to elaborate. What do you mean active? Like what? Because if you're talking about just going out to the mall or going out to dinner, going to comedy clubs, that ain't active. It's not being active. And then I hear a lot of them talking about, oh yeah, I like to go hiking. You know, I be doing this. Fam, your body don't say that. Your body don't say that. So why you lying to these people? Real talk. Because here's the thing. I have yet to hear anybody keep it a bean. Like straight up, I have yet to hear anybody keep it a bean. I have yet to hear anybody say, you know what, man, on some real shit. I'll give you a prime example. Let's just say if I was on there, which I would never be anyway, because married. But let's just say if I was. I'm just gonna play in that world for a second. They come to me and ask me, so what do you like to do, Courtney? To be honest with you, I go to work, I live stream, I do my YouTube thing, I make shit happen, I do my content creation, I sit at home, I watch movies, and I chill. And I go to the fucking gym. That's it. I go to work, go to the gym, work on my content creation, do my live streams, and I chill and watch movies. Because I've already done my work necessarily. Like right now, I'm working. This is me working right now. What you see right here, what y'all see, this ain't me just doing this. I'm working right now. I'm in the office. I'm in the lab working right now. This is what I'm doing. So you can't say that I'm not working, because I am working, because I'm here. Y'all see me, right? You see me because I see me. So I'm working right now because I am ambitious. This is why I'm doing this, because this is lucrative, right? This is why, I'm saying it's lucrative, because, I'm able to promote Teach Hanley. I'm able to work with companies like this and make money off of it because I'm working. I'm in the lab. You feel me? But a lot of these cats be lying, for real. Straight up, a lot of these cats be lying. They probably be in the club, and a lot of them probably be at home chilling too. They probably sitting at home, kicking their motherfucking feet up, watching the game.
Know you a little bit better.
Straight
Maybe you
up,
sit
bro.
down and just, grab a nice bite to eat, and sit down and probe a little bit more. So that's probably how I do my first date.
It would have to be like where we at.
There you go.
Like that's something like
Where we at?
chemistry wise that I would pick up. Like I'm really like fine on finding out what you like. You know what I'm saying? So it'll probably be more like how we vibe. Like
This is why, because when she asked, what would you take us on a date? This is why on the first date, breaking it down for you right now. Let me break it down for you right now. Come into my office. Have a seat. This is exactly why I say you do not need to go on an actual date when you first meet somebody. You need to go somewhere, park, coffee shop, smoothie shop, anywhere where there's not heavy traffic. It's quiet enough where you guys can actually have an intimate conversation and truly get to know one another. So that way you get to see what the vibe is like. You get to see, all right, look, you get to know more things about it. Okay, shorty, what do you like to do? You know what I'm saying? What when you're not at work, when all doors are closed, nobody can see you. What is it that you like to do? What you like to get into? Oh, well, shit, you know me, most of the time, a girl, man, I be sitting up watching, pour me some wine, and I watch my favorite show, or, I just like to kick my feet up. Okay, word. So if you could pick any restaurant to go to, let's just say money wasn't an option for you. What would you do? What would you go? Like, what place would you go and eat right now? And some would tell you the most expensive restaurant, and some would tell you, hey, well, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't really care too much about all of that. As long as I'm spending time with that person and enjoying that time, shit, we could do anything. Shit, to be honest with you, we could sit at the house and cook some food or order food, and we eat and watch movies. She'd be like, that's a night for me. And ding, 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 ding. There you go. You feel me? Like, all right, so now like, I bet. So she don't really care about going out for real. All I gotta do, if I want to one up a motherfucker, I could just cook a dope little meal that I know I'm really good at, and I know she gonna like it. Make that meal for her. Y'all, you grab drinks or whatever the case. You grab her favorite drink. If she like to drink a certain type of wine, you buy that wine for her. Boom. You cook her some food. Y'all sit down. Y'all eat. Y'all watch a movie or whatever the case. Or if you've asked these questions like, what's her favorite movie? Boom. You put her favorite movie on. Y'all sit there and watch the shit while y'all eat. And she drink her favorite wine and you drink your favorite drink. Come on, dog. What are we talking about? And mind you, if she does say a certain restaurant, then you could work your way around it. It's like, I bet she like to go to that type of restaurant. So therefore, I'm going to put myself in the position. And that's if you guys are vibing, you really like this chick. She, you know what I'm saying? She's checking off all the boxes, all of these different things. And then you can say, you know what? I may not take it on the second date, but I'm for sure going to take it there probably around the third or fourth date. Cool. But you can lead up to that. You can take it to a different restaurant. You can take it to a decent restaurant, that's similar to it, but just not necessarily on that level, and work your way up to it. What are we talking about? Like, a lot of people make dating really fucking hard. And that's why I think a lot of people are so fucked up in these relationships, because you're so infatuated with how that person looks. You're so infatuated with, oh, this month we gonna look so good together. This is that and the third. Oh, I got the baddie, or oh man, I got this successful man. He works at X, Y, and Z. He makes 6 figures a month. He this, that, and the third. But yet you haven't paid any attention to this person's character, the way that they react to the things that you say, the different things that you like. Are they even compatible with you? What's their relationship with their parents? None of that shit. All that shit went out the window when you seen that this nigga was attractive. He was tall. He had some tattoos. He dressed pretty well, and you heard he makes 6 figures. Everything else went out the window for your ass, and that's why a lot of y'all get fucked up, because you so worried about the superficial shit versus paying attention to his character and who he is as a man. That's why y'all get fucked up, straight up. Same for men too.
What I listen to, what I pick up, what I see that you interested in, and then we go from there. Like if you're a foodie, we're gonna go food. if you're more intimate and just want to take a walk in the park, maybe that.
Because if y'all don't know, in the beginning, she said she liked to fucking eat. Cool. So therefore, we gonna take it. So I know I need to make sure I'm on point with, as long as she's checking off the boxes everywhere else. As long as she's checking off the boxes everywhere else, in looks, in her character, and how she reacts, and all the questions that we ask, and she is meeting the prerequisites, and she's checking off the boxes on the other levels. Absolutely. It's like, all right, bet. I like this chick. I'm vibing with this chick. I can see myself with this girl. Hey, all right. So now I understand how she moves. I understand how she operates. I understand how she reacts to certain things. If I tell her this, she's not gonna she's not gonna act all ratchet and shit and go off on a tangent and start snapping her neck and doing all of this shit here. She's gonna take a step back. Y'all gonna have the conversation. He's like, all right, cool. She's one of these type of chicks. So now you understood and you already heard that she's a foodie. So now you start looking at, you can get creative now, looking at different hot spots around the city that you can take her to that she may have never seen before or never been to before, because that's creative. She ain't never been there before. So now you showing her new things. Oh, my man's so dope. He take me to these new places that you ain't never heard of. Man, last week he took me to this hole in the wall. I never heard it before. Nobody else has ever heard of it neither. And he making it seem like this some exclusive, extravagant shit. But this shit been around 15, 20 years. But this your first time hearing about it. But he knew about it and he done the research and he put in the necessary effort because he really wanted to make sure that he was the one. You feel what I'm saying right now? Now you that nigga. She adores you. Like, come on, fam. What are we talking about right now?
Thank you.
Okay. Guys, any questions for her?
That's who she rocking with.
You got kids?
Yes, I have one.
You have one kid?
Yes.
Okay. You gonna pop the balloon.
Your profession is?
Licensed esthetician. I do facials.
Even to pop the balloon on the ass.
Skincare waxings, and I'm in school.
I might have to pop on that.
Okay, that's fine.
No, because I'm a barber.
Oh,
I'm a barber. So, like, I know our schedules is going to, like, collide. And then I just know the profession in the industry, you got a little bit too much emotion for me. I'm looking for a little bit something, more executive.
Okay.
But no, you're beautiful, though.
Thank you.
And I ain't think I was saying
bro.
Either, but like,
you ain't got it, bro. If you pop listen, fellas, for anybody, I hope this reads somebody who goes on to the Pop the Balloon show who ain't been on there yet. Listen to me, dog. Listen to me good. Listen to me good. Now I get it. There are some attractive women that come through there. But even then, just because you pop the balloon, you do not have to follow it. But you beautiful though. But you said that don't mean nothing, bro. It means nothing. It means nothing at all. You saying that ain't gonna do nothing. Just let it be. Just let it be what it be. If you pop your balloon, like, look, man, I ain't rocking with you because you did this, that, and the third. Oh, okay, all right. But you ain't gotta say, oh yeah, but you beautiful though. Nah. You ain't gotta do that. You ain't gotta do that. Stop being nice, nigga.
Like just, to women that I pop on, but you beautiful. No, for
still saying, but you beautiful.
Thank you. Okay. Now, is he someone that's your type?
What is your way of communication? What's your strength as far as communicating is concerned?
It's really open. If I feel like our energies are not matching, or if I feel that you're more down than usual, then I'm going to ask you, like, hey, what's up? Maybe I need to do something that you may like. Mind you, my way of love is food. So maybe over dinner, we talk about it, like, hey, did I miss something?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
Why does it have to be over dinner? Why? See what I'm saying? A lot of this shit sounds so movie. A lot of this shit sounds so movie-like. Oh, I feel your vibe, and I'm gonna make some dinner for you, whatever you like. What if I just want to be left the fuck alone? What if I just don't want you to ask me nothing? Then I'll come tell you after I've calmed the fuck down. What if because communication isn't always verbal. 90% of most communication is non-verbal. Only 10% is verbal communication. So if I'm showing you that I don't want to be bothered, why would you come start asking me questions when you already know I don't like being that? First of all, I don't even like being asked a lot of questions. That's one. So you should already know. All right, look, I see he in that mood. I'ma sit back for a minute. I'ma chill out. Now what you can do, since you know me so well, you don't say nothing. You like, hey babe, you know what I'm saying? I can tell you in your vibe right now. So I made you some food. I got you a drink, and I'm just gonna leave it right here and I'm gonna let you be. Guarantee you, what he gonna do, he gonna shit, hell yeah. While he eating, he gonna be going through his head like, man, these motherfuckers, he'll piss me the fuck off today, but I swear to God, going through it. Now his belly full, he got him a couple drinks, and then he come back in. He come out like, hey babe, thank you for the food. I appreciate you. So yeah, man, these let me tell you about these niggas at work today, man. Then he go into a whole rant. And see, this is the time you sit back as a woman, you just listen to him. Listen to him go in. He ain't asking you, he ain't telling you to, oh, you need to combat or you need to say anything. He just wants you to listen to him now. Cause his belly full, he got some drink in him. Now he a little bit loose, no diddy. And he's gonna tell you everything. But communication is 90% nonverbal. So if you pay attention to the G like that, I promise you, you straight. My guy, what's good with it?
As far as like confrontations, how do you actually deal with them? Because I did notice that you kind of shut down a little bit when you were having that interaction, and you just kind of like shut them out. Like even though it may have been kind of off with that question per se, but the shutdown was kind of more like, you know, like nah, I'm just. So how do you deal with confrontation?
Listen, bro, you might get somewhere with me. I said that earlier. I said when Buddy was talking, when old Buddy in the Lone, I'm gonna call him Lone Johns, Mr. Lone John, when he was over there telling old girl about, you know, when we're arguing, all I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go ahead and give you the D, and you know, we're gonna figure everything else out afterwards. I told y'all, when she heard sex, her ears shut off. Her ears shut off. She stopped listening. She instantly shut down. She stopped listening to him because immediately after he said everything he said, the only thing she went back to was the sex part. That's why she popped the balloon. She didn't get anything else. She didn't get the context. She didn't get the nuances. She didn't get none of that shit. She strictly said, no, I popped based off because you mentioned sex. Shorty, for real. Listen, y'all will get somewhere with me, dog. I swear.
Well, if it's with someone that I love, then I will get to the root of the problem. But if it's a stranger,
it ain't about. All right, it's not about the person you love. That's just general communication. It's called listening, paying attention, being able to listen to a person, comprehend what they're saying, and then even if you, just to get a full understanding, you repeat or summarize exactly what the fuck they just said, just so that way you understand, just so that way you can let them know that you understand what they just told you. And then if you reiterate that information and they say, nah, I didn't mean it like that, I'm saying it like this, that, and the third. Okay, so that's what I mean. Boom. That's how you communicate. It's not, oh, well, because you're a stranger and I don't think I should listen to you. Shorty, aren't you there for love? So every person on there is a stranger. So you need to be listening, and you need to be listening with intent. What are you talking about? That's the purpose you're on there. So each and every person, especially the ones that you didn't pop their balloon, you're going to listen to him because he was one of the guys that initially he didn't pop his balloon. You didn't listen to him. And that's why you popped the balloon based off of one word. You didn't get no context. That's the purpose of being there. You need to listen. Shit's crazy to me, dog.
I'm not going to engage.
What about in dating? If you don't love them, but you're just like in a dating phase.
Well, I feel like dating is to get to a point of getting together. The long goal or the end goal is marriage. So that's something that I will work towards and try to figure out. You know,
I wouldn't even say it mean going through therapy. It's just literally understanding your emotions, paying attention to how you feel internally, gauging through that, and not acting on those emotions. So if somebody says some shit to me that may be triggering in a sense, or they say something that could potentially make me crash out for whatever reason, my emotional intelligence would tell me, all right, look, if I crash out, there's many ways that this can go. I can go to jail, I can kill somebody, whatever the case, and this is a situation that could harm my life and somebody else's. So instead of me acting emotions, I understand that it pissed me off, but I'm just not taking action on that emotion. And so therefore I'm just like, I bet you got it. And I'm gonna keep moving on. Or somebody gaslighting you, whatever the case may be, it's being able to act. It's being able to act. What's the word I'm looking for? Is being able to act in spite of. Act in spite of. So I'm not gonna crash out on you in spite the fact that you just disrespected the fuck out of me.
No trauma. Most definitely will be.
Yeah, but yeah, I will say, I mean, I do agree with that. I mean, it's
Name
some
an
people
age
do
and what
need
is
therapy,
emotional intelligence
being
to
able
you?
to process
Sydney,
their own
37.
emotions and feelings and everything like
Emotional
that.
intelligence
But
to
I don't
me
think
is
that's what
basically really
emotional intelligence is. You know what I mean?
understanding
Being able to process your emotions and not act on your emotions.
how to deal with certain situations and overcome them.
Yep.
And also understanding your partners, family, friends, coworkers, their feelings, their needs, and how to regulate it at the same time. So having emotional intelligence is really key in any friendship relationship, in my opinion. So
Remind you, having emotional intelligence does not mean I need to go out and just let out all my emotions. That's not emotional intelligence. You just an emotional ass crash dummy.
Name an age and what is emotional intelligence to you?
I'm Fendi and I'm 34. Emotional intelligence to me is evaluation, recognizing the situation and what the problem is and getting to the root of it, and once again, communication and figuring it out from there. Yeah.
Okay. Name an age and what is
I'm gonna go to his last one, man. I'm gonna go to his
And
last
is it a yes for you for him? Yes.
Look, even like this, see what I'm saying, bro? Men are actually nicer than women, bro. Still, let me go back just a little bit, because I don't think I heard it.
Hello.
But even like this,
in.
Shorty got on Jaguar heels. Look like she got some shackles on her ankles. She got tights on, a sports jacket, and what it looks like she got on some stockings to cover the feet. I guess some stockings to cover the feet, and her hair doing whatever it do, and still nobody popped the balloon. Men are far nicer than women on everything. Even if the men want to be an asshole, I don't think they could. Look at this shit here.
What's your name?
Kayla.
Kayla, how old are you?
31.
And what do you do?
I'm in the baking industry.
Okay, very nice.
Okay, my bad. So she got shorts, but her tights, her stockings cover the shorts. So she out there with stockings on. Men chill, girls sweet. Huh? Nah, girls ain't. Yeah, we are chill, but nah, women are mean, bro. Women are mean, especially on this Pop the Balloon show. Women are mean, dog. Where, bro? Appreciate you, famo. Oh well, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is delayed. Where's the delayed at? Yeah, this pop the balloon is white.
What do you like to do for fun?
I love to travel, hang out with my family and friends, write.
Okay.
She got the glass.
And now what do you look for in a man?
Okay, I like someone romantic.
Fellas. And again, here we go. Every time a man pops a balloon, he'll say his little speech. So why did you pop your balloon on her? Well, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to hear her out. And you feel me? I just wanted to hear her out, see what she had to say. But that's about it, though. But she beautiful, though. But she beautiful. She beautiful. She beautiful. No, she ain't. Stop lying. No, she's not. You don't got to say that, bro. You don't have to say that she's beautiful. All them hoes ain't beautiful. I'm sorry. Just like every chick will say that every nigga, every dude is not attractive or every dude is handsome. No, they ain't. Stop saving face. Right. Dress clean, you not my style, and tight. Pop. Quick. But then, right, and then and here's the crazy part though. They'll walk up. So what do you want? So what do you want in a man? You know, I want him well dressed. I want him well spoken. You know, I want him to have emotional intelligence. I want him to be able to communicate very well, effectively. And, you know, I want him to be spontaneous. I want him ambitious. All of these things. And some of the dudes actually have those characteristics. And then boom. So why'd you pop his balloon? They look him up and down. I just can't do with the height. But he checked the box on everything else that you said. I just can't. I want to look up to my man. Bitch. Bro, I swear, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Hoodie C almost came out. But oh man. Oh my god. Let's move on, bro.
The hair.
That's twice.
Okay, so what about his hair?
Not my first choice. I like, sometimes I like.
Okay,
cut.
so that's slightly different. Yeah. I get that. Respect.
You like?
Right, thank you.
What?
They've hopped
Hold
one
on.
more.
Wait a minute.
The hair.
What's wrong with the hair? She said, "Hey, hold up. You have a 401k and you don't slang drugs. Pop. Exactly, bro. They'll pop you for anything. Bro. That shit's crazy." So she just said she don't like his hair. Mind you. Matter of fact, let me show y'all real quick. Let me give y'all a little glimpse of what I'm looking at right now. So y'all can get the actual nuance of what the fuck I'm talking about. Get some context on what I'm talking about. Look at this. Y'all see this, right? Y'all see it. She said she don't like his hair. Y'all see that, right? His hair more intact than her hair. His hair is more intact than her hair. But she don't like his hair because she likes shortcut hair. How about you take all that fake hair and let me see your real hair? And let's see you talk then. Let's see you talk then, bro. Let me stop. Let me leave these people alone.
Get that. Respect.
Literally got the same hair.
They've hopped one more.
Got the same highlights and everything. Both of y'all can get dreaded. Y'all can get y'all hair dreaded by the same person. Y'all can have the same hairstyle. You can even get your shit lined up. Oh my god, bro. Did I? Oh my god.
Over here. You're
So that bitch be like, "Fa!" Ah, shit.
You like to travel? Do you travel often? What's your views on traveling?
Over here. What's your views on traveling?
Man, I got a passport. I haven't used it yet, to be honest, because I've been working and stuff, trying to clear my calendar. But as far as traveling, I got my passport, so that ain't a problem.
Okay.
Over here.
Hey, real. Out of all the dudes, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. and this is for anyone who's seen this. It's episode 40. Episode 40 will pop the balloon. If you see the short king, buddy with the hat, with the cowboy hat on, he is probably the most stable and efficient dude. Guaranteed he will not cheat on you. Guaranteed he on top of his shit and probably got more money than most of them niggas in that lineup. Because he's telling you what he does. He's telling you what he is. He's about his money. He don't miss no bag. He probably don't take no time off. He get all the 401k plus the matches. He probably get all the overtime. So I'm pretty sure he is banking. He got his passport, so he already know he be traveling. He do it by himself, and I guarantee all he want is a queen to be with him. But here's the problem. A lot of women will overlook this dude only because he's 5'4". Now I get it. Everybody has their preference. Cool. But I guarantee you he checks the box. Probably more, he probably checks the box 80% of the box that of what most women look for in a man. He's ambitious. He makes good money, got a stable job. Pretty sure he's faithful because I mean, let's keep it a buck. I mean, he's 5'4". So I get it. Some women like short men, but not all women love short men. He's constantly on the road. He's busy, so he ain't even got time to fuck around, even if he wanted to. So he's busy getting to his bag. But he will be overlooked. And look, he's in decent shape. You can tell he work out too. So, but he would get overlooked simply because of his height. And that's crazy. But a lot of women ask, where are the good men? There he is. He may not be 6'5", but he's a good man. Probably won't cheat on you, gonna protect you, gonna do everything he needs to make sure that you straight, make sure that you're taken care of. Guarantee you probably won't even have to work. If I'm being honest, probably won't even have to work, considering the fact that he gets to it. But you're gonna overlook him, straight up.
Tomorrow we couldn't. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
If you wanted to go on a trip tomorrow, you couldn't. Why would you? You barely even know this fool. Why would you even want to go on a trip with somebody that you don't even know? Y'all just be coming up with the dumbest scenarios and dumbest excuses. Oh, but what if I wanted to go to a trip tomorrow, but you ain't got it? It don't take much to get a passport. First and foremost, you need to get past level 1 of dating. Have a conversation outside of the Pop the Balloon show to truly see if you guys vibe. Because I'm pretty sure nobody's that dumb to go on a trip out of the country with somebody that they don't know. And if you do, man, on the spectrum. For real. On me, dog. And this ain't me throwing shade at nobody, but you got to be on the spectrum if that's the case. You got to be. That's crazy. That is insane. But you popped the balloon simply because of that. Because he ain't got a passport. No passport. All right, got it. That's wild.
I see what you're saying. That makes sense. Was you ready to go tomorrow though?
She's ready.
Okay, well.
You're lying. No, you're not ready to go tomorrow. You don't even know this nigga, man. No, you're not. You're not finna hop on a plane and go out of the country with the other. No, you're not. You can easily be like, look, this is what we're gonna do. If we rocking out together and we vibing, I'm hoping by the third date, we can explore something. Maybe a quick little trip to Mexico. Out of the country real quick. A little boom bow, quick little weekend joint. We go there and we come back. Then now he's like, all right, bet. So now I know I got 3 dates, which typically speaking, those 3 days probably will come anywhere between 30 to 90 days. So you got more than enough time to get yourself together and get you a passport before that time comes. What are we talking about right now? And I'm pretty sure he worked, you work. So now you got to figure out what, if you got PTO, you got sick time, you got to take days off, all of that shit, bro. Like, man, y'all just be talking. It's a prime example that these women have no sufficient measuring rod to vet. Exactly. No measuring rod. Oh, but if I want to take you out, but if I wanted to go tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got it. So that's so stupid. That's so stupid. What about that being something you can work towards? Oh, what about that being something you work towards? Like, all right, you ain't got the passport? Bet, because since a lot of y'all women like to say that y'all can help men, that y'all put men on, there you go. There's your opportunity right there. He even told you, he's like, look, no, you can help me explore places that I ain't never seen before. Help me get outside myself. That was your opportunity. But again, because you want this man to be fully established, you want him to be Superman. You don't want to build. You want him already established. You want every single box check. Man, y'all crazy. Y'all wild, man. That's what I'm saying. Broke people got passport too. That shit wild.
Then I gotta give you that. I give you that. Okay.
I give you that, man. Don't give me that shit.
Now, is he someone that's your type?
Like, I wouldn't go no.
Physically,
man, I would have told him right again. I'm not finna go no more. Like, if you decide to pick me and you said you want to go somewhere out of town tomorrow, I'm not going with you. You crazy. I don't know you. Like, I don't know you from a can of paint. Why would I go out of town with you? Why would I go out of the country with you? Hell, I won't even go to the next state with you. What are you talking about?
Just a little, like, I don't know.
I got some work to do.
Like,
I got some work to do.
okay.
That's it. But look though, here's the thing though. If it was me, look, Pete. This is her. They look like they'll be a good match too. That's him, Mr. Kango hat, and that's her. They look like they would be a perfect match. They would match very well. 1000%. They look like they go together. That shit is crazy.
Nice smile. Just the hair.
Yeah. I like it. I have work to do. That's all.
Yeah. Just, you know, it works for you.
And he
It's
hurt
okay.
low key though, because he withstanding the
That gap in the mother teeth took me back to high school to Simone.
Hey, he said, look, I'm gonna keep it a being with you, dog. That gap, I know what it do. You feel me? We can head out tomorrow. You feel me? Hey, I know what type of time buddy on. 9 months. God damn, for real.
And she looked like a eater. You said who gonna watch the 9-month-old? She got a mama, a grandma. She got, you know what I'm saying? Like, my kids are very well taken care of. So, you know what I'm saying? When you got money,
you can save hundreds with Liberty.
Dog, this shit got me weak. This shit... Bro, what? Dog, my man can't, bro. Listen, bro, this shit gonna sound sassy, but Buddy said, I came to eat and leave no crumbs, dog. Pause. Oh, dog, that's wild.
Mutual. Whoa! Very funny, Limu.
Look, and then so
Doesn't even look like me.
When he said it,
where you
when he said it, she covered the mouth. She
said, "Oh, that's her." I mean,
hey, he look, hey, oh, buddy, like, hey, man, listen. Keep it a buck with me. Like, listen, I'm 5'4", G. If I'm 5'4", you feel me? You keeping your options open. And just so happen, there's another cat walking by. He's 6'2". You know what I mean? 6'2" out here. Looking like he well put together. You ain't gonna do a double take. Do I need to be worried about the fact that I'm gonna put all my time and energy in you just because you want to go get a nigga that has the same accomplishments that I do, but the only difference is he taller. Do I need to worry about that? Let's be real. Don't try to save face. Don't try to be politically correct on here. Just let me know what it is, so that way we can so that way we can move the way we need to move. You feel me?
That was the first.
What does that look?
What you mean?
You're giving me looks.
What kind of look?
Oh yeah,
I'm just trying to see where we're going with this. Cause
I'm just being honest.
Okay, so Kayla,
I love poetry, art, museums, all that good stuff.
Okay, and now what do you look for in a man?
I like someone that is sure of himself, somebody that's done the emotional work to overcome any childhood traumas, because I did the work.
Okay.
And someone who knows how to have fun and have a good conversation.
I'll put it to y'all like this. For everybody in the chat, how y'all think she sounds? The way that she sounds, how do y'all think she looks? Like, just give me, based off of her voice, how do you think she looks? What do y'all think she looks like based off of her voice? Like real quick. Based off of her voice, what would you picture? What type of woman would you picture just based off of her voice alone? He said fat and light skin. Well, you close, big dog. The only problem is she ain't light skinned. God damn. Oh my God, bro.
It's not just about sex and money and all that stuff. So
okay, what are some of your deal breakers?
Ooh, somebody that smoke weed every day.
We're gonna bro. They wildin'. Listen, bro, I appreciate y'all for tapping in with your boy again for another podcast show. Listen, make sure that you guys, if you aren't subscribed already, be sure to subscribe, like, comment, so that way you can continue to keep pushing out my content to people who want to see this type of content, especially on these reactions as well. And also, if you haven't already seen it, go and get your Teach Hanley right now, big dog. Teach Hanley right now for those men who like to take care of their face, want their face looking good, smooth, clean, and just feeling fresh overall. And if you just want to level up overall, because that's one thing about me. One of my biggest things is I don't only want to level up physically, mentally, spiritually, and financially. I also want to just level up my face as well, because as we continue to get older, most men don't take care of their faces like that. So, want to make sure that you stay on top of that too. Ladies, if you hadn't got your man one, make sure you get your man one. And fellas, stop bullshitting. Go and grab your Teach Hanley right now. I got the link in my comments right now. They're going to be pinned up there, so definitely go click that link and go and get yours today. But until next time, make sure you hit the notification button for the next live stream, which will be next Saturday at 6 p.m.